I see Les, I see Mahina, and I see Mary. Anybody seen Michael?
No, I don't know who there's somebody else here too, but I don't know who that is, some member of the public.
Who is this?
Okay, well, let's begin. I'll call the meeting.
Wait, who's the other person on here? Chun KB, who is that?
I was going to ask Chun KB to identify him or herself.
I'm Chen, member of the public.
Oh, member of the public.
Okay, great, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. Let's introduce ourselves. Mary,
Mary Bajere from Hawaii Island.
Mahina,
Mahina Tudor from Oahu, and sorry, my camera's off. I'm driving.
okay, I'm Robin Kay from the island of Lanai. Chun KB, would you identify yourself formally and officially, please?
Okay, Chen. With the Department of Wine.
Okay, and Les?
Les Segundo staff. Nobody's here with me.
Okay, and I too am by myself. All right, and thank you all for joining us. Chun KB, I'm not sure what your first or last name is, so I'm just going to refer to you. Please excuse me if it's incorrect, as Chun KB. And as a member of the public, please, anytime you have questions, just let us know. We do have a quorum, and so we can officially begin. There are no previous minutes for us to review, so let's just jump right into the agenda. I listed previous discussion. These were some of the items that we talked about last year that were of interest to the legislative committee. Water storage facilities, as you can see, geothermal, herbivore management, green fees in the Department of Environment. Some of them had some difficult pathways through the legislature, some didn't make it. And so basically our goal today is to see if there are issues we wish to bring to the full EAC in terms of either legislation we want to support or changes we want to have made on our behalf. So let me open it up to any discussion first of number 3, those previous issues. Mary, Mahina, have anything to say on there?
Nope, nothing here.
No, yeah, these are all big beefy subjects.
Yeah, and I have not, I have no idea what's in the governor's package. I don't know what kinds of bills are brewing, and we would normally find that out in the last number 5 when we would go and talk with Rep. Lowen and Chair Gabbard. But prior to that, I don't know. So I don't know if the Department of Environment's coming back up, if the green fees are coming back up. Mary, have you or Mahina, have your ears picked up anything that would be relevant to us?
I think the main thing, I understand that the cesspool working group is going to come out and recommend legislation that cesspools be converted to septics at point of sale. But the report is not out yet, but that's the rumor and that'll be a big, big hullabaloo. So.
Yeah. Anything else that you've heard, Mary? You have such good ears.
Everybody's just waiting to see who the department heads are going to be.
Sure.
That it's so we shall see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we've all been hearing rumors about job offers being made and conversations going on, but all of it's a little too early to confirm. Mahina, are you hearing anything, picking up anything, any kind of legislative input?
No, I haven't heard anything. Out of the loop.
Out of the loop, yeah. All right. Well, let's talk then about the number 4. Are there issues that you would like to see us bring at first to Rep. Lowen and Senator Gabbard, and then to the ledge in its entirety. And that's assuming they're still in those positions. I mean, I'm just assuming they will be, but that's not a given by any means. But are there issues, changes, additions that you would want to pursue from the EAC's perspective? Anything?
I think we have to work harder on getting money. I mean, this is just, there's just so many things we could be doing if we had staff, if we had a staff person that we could, and Les does a great job considering it's really not his job to support us, you know, and it's just silly that the state wants to have this great environmental situation and yet we have no money. So I think we need to do something about that, and it's going to have to go to the legislature, so that's us.
Right, and we asked for such a Manini amount the last time, and you know there was no money that time, and we did not ask again. And so I think I agree with you, Mary. I would like us to go back to that. What else do you think we need to? Mahina, you've been involved in the Rules Committee. Anything coming up that you think we should be approaching the ledge for and changing anything in 343 or?
Gosh, I haven't even thought about it too deeply lately. I will say that I know a bunch of folks are meeting about an exception for affordable housing. But I haven't been in those meetings for a while. Ron has, and I don't know what the status of their discussions are at this point, but I know, I mean, yeah, that's a hot topic.
All right. What about anything from cultural assessment perspective or social justice perspective? Are you hearing any conversations about that? That's been issues we've kind of touched on before.
Yeah, I know that there's definitely still discussion about the cultural impact assessment, and I'm hoping we can pick that up through the rules committee work, or I guess maybe not rules now, like guidance committee. So if we can make progress on that in the spring, it's like kind of late to bring anything forward for ledge, but yeah, it'll be helpful to bring stakeholders together and hear what folks are thinking. So perhaps we could, if we need to, tee something up for the next year.
So you're not thinking that there's anything we would request for this coming legislative session, but rather there would be discussions about what would be needed. Is that accurate, Mahina?
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like we haven't had the time yet to really kind of survey the landscape of what folks are thinking and what would be the best to even present at this point.
Do you get a sense that the others who have been talking about that for a while are going to be moving forward for a legislative change, or is it still too early for them?
You know, I'm not sure actually. Some of the folks that I reached out to, I haven't heard back from yet, so I just don't know if they're busy with other things or this is more of a back burner issue now.
Could I ask you, Mahina, you are much more in contact with that community than I am, certainly over here. I would ask if you would reach out again and see if you can get any kind of earful on where they're going this year. I think your idea about us playing a role and having maybe a convening role around that issue would be great. But I just wanted to get a heads up on where others may be going before that happens. So could you reach out to your contacts and kind of get us an update on that?
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Okay, that'd be great. Maybe for the next meeting.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Good idea.
I'm trying to make notes so I can report, so give me a sec. Okay, what about the social justice issue? That came up, there was some conversation about it last year. Is any movement on that? Is that something we need to think about?
You know, to be honest, I really don't know. I don't feel like I have a pulse on that right now.
Okay,
But yeah, like how you said, reaching out to my contacts would be helpful in that respect.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Mary, anything you want to add to those, either of those particular issues?
I don't think I even understand what comes under the title of social justice.
I think that was one of the issues. That how do you define that? I remember that conversation when we were meeting together physically. And then at one meeting, in fact, it was during Scott's tenure, we talked about what does it mean, social justice, and how would you incorporate that? How would it be measured and so forth? So, but I just was curious. I'm not advocating we do anything for it. I was just wondering again to Nina, are people who are concerned with that issue moving forward on it? And so I just want us to be more aware of it. So. Okay, Chun KB, any questions so far? Okay, hearing none, I'm going to just keep going. The last issue is really seeking your, I guess we need a motion authorizing Onauna and I to meet with the chairs, the respective environmental chairs of the House and the Senate. I won't give their names since that might change, but authorizing Onauna as our chair and me as our legislative committee chair to meet with the leadership in both houses. So could one of you make that motion?
I move that we give permission for the chair of our council and the chair of the legislative committee to meet with whomever is the chair of the environmental committees in the House and Senate, post haste.
Mahina, will you second that?
Yeah, I'll second that motion.
Okay,
You know, in a conversation I had with Sylvia Luke, she mentioned that, you know, being confident that they would be the winning team, she's already working on the state budget because that's her strength that she brings to the governorship as the lieutenant governor. And so I'm wondering if we shouldn't also get in her ear about the money issue, particularly of the environmental council. So with that, I would make a motion that we have our chair and of the council and chair of the legislative committee communicate with the lieutenant governor regarding our budgetary needs.
Mary, would it make more sense to make that one motion? Combine the motion?
Yeah, we could.
Mahina, would you accept that?
Yes.
Okay, and I would suggest we phrase it similarly, that we meet with the chairs, respective chairs of the two environmental committees and the office of the governor.
Yeah, the office of the governor, yeah, which could include the lieutenant governor.
Right. Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody
Aye.
opposed? Okay, unanimous. Okay. I'm sorry, Chun KB, were you going to speak?
No, I was just going to ask,
Okay. Is there anything else?
you have an email.
I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry.
I can't either.
You have an email.
Chun KB, are you capable of putting your comments into the chat box? We're having a hard time understanding you.
I will try.
While we're waiting, is there anything else, Mary or Mahina, what you wish to raise for today's meeting? I'll take that as a no. Okay, Chun KB, are you going to try and put something in chat?
He did. He put down, do you have an email? And I'm mailing him our email address.
Okay, thank you, Les. I don't see anything in chat, so I'm glad you could do that.
Yeah.
Mary, did you see anything in your chat?
No, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
I welcomed him originally to the meeting. And I sent it directly to him, so he's just responding to that. So that's why you're not seeing it.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
thank you, Les. If there's nothing else, I think we can adjourn. Anything else? One last shot. Mary, Mahina? No? Okay. This meeting is concluded at 11:07. Thank you, and we'll see you all later on.
1:30.
Thank you, Les.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chan.